Hello all, as promised this is my haircutting video. So I'm going to dive straight in. As you can see, I'm starting with some clippers around the sides and the back. This is, for me, a number 3. And you'll be pleased to know that I have sped up some of the recording because otherwise it would take years. So yeah, number 3 going around the sides. Going quite high up onto the sides, as you'll see. And I will remind you again that I have been doing this for many years. So that's a little bit later on. I look a little bit like Jedwood. This is a taper. This is a left ear taper that I'm using now. It's shorter on one side than it is on the other. So my hair is shorter closer to my ear and longer further away from the ear. It just makes it look tidier. If you don't have a taper, that's fine. You can just do it with scissors, which I'll show you in a bit, but I just tapered my ears to make it look good. Now this is a number 2 on the very bottom of the back of my hair. So 3 back and sides, but a number 2, as you can see, on just that bit there, just to make it a little bit shorter and layered. But I don't go higher than my ears. Right, this is without any protection at all. This is just a 0, if you will. If you don't have tapers, you can do this. You can just get some scissors and snip the hairs close to your ears. This is me snipping the bit on my temple, and the same on the other side. Get a mirror, check it looks good. Haven't finished the back yet. This is a number 0 on the back of my neck. You can do it yourself, but look, I have enlisted the support of my wife for that. So later on, I wet my hair, and I do this with scissors. You can, of course, use clippers on the higher setting or however how you want it, but I like my hair a little bit longer than a number 8. So this is me scissoring my own hair to 1 inch long all over. About 1 inch. You can tell by just running your finger. You grab a bit, run your hair through your fingers until you've got about 1 inch, and then chop the rest off. I'm doing this at 10 speed. It takes quite a while, and you need decent wet hair for that, so I had to wet my hair twice for this. So once it's all kind of 1 inch long, I then trim my fringe. I like having a decent length of fringe, but nothing that goes down over my eyebrows or anything, so trim the fringe. Needs to look nice and tidy. Trim the edges as well, the edges of my fringe. Yeah, it's getting there. It's looking decent. A few other bits that are a bit too long, like this bit, snip, gone. Now, this is layering. I do a number. This is a 7 on the sides, but not all over the top. Just the sides of the top. So I've done a 3 on the short back and sides, a 2 on the very bottom, and this is a 7 on the side bits. And then I make it a little bit shorter at number 6, just to layer it a little bit further, not as high up onto my crown, but just a bit closer to the number 3, so it's layered. It's not from a 1 inch to, a tiny bit of 1 inch. I go with the fringe again, just to make sure it's fine. It's more or less finished. Do some finishing touches, just check it. Useful to have 2 mirrors. This is number 3 again, just to make sure that it's good at the back and tidy looking. If you have someone with you, you can help them. You can ask them to help you make sure it's tidy. And here we have a before shot, messy, and an after shot.